Hello everyone, my name is Thiago and I'm part of Wondering Family. We've been traveling around Australia for 7 months, full-time in a caravan, and during this period we've learned a bunch of stuff. So in this video I want to share with you the top 10 gadgets that we use, if not every day, really often. Okay, so all the products I'm going to show you here today, I'm going to put the links in the description below with some pricing. They are not necessarily the ones that we recommend, but it's just for you to have an idea on the stuff that we use quite often. Okay, so let's start with number one. The number one is the impact wrench. Alright, so that's probably one of my favorite tools. Well, not this one. So this one is what comes with the caravan itself. So it's a manual wrench, and it's quite big, so it's for you to level the caravan. So it's for the stabilization legs around the caravan, and you can see that it's quite big, and depending on how tight the space is around the van, it's quite hard to use it. It's also pretty hard work to put the van up and down because of the weight of the caravan. So for Christmas I got this guy here, the impact wrench from Bunnings. I think it costed about 250 bucks with the battery, but it's super handy and it reduced my setup time quite dramatically. Yeah, it's a bit noisy, but it does the job quite well, and I'm loving it. Number two, the bladder. Alright, so here's the bladder. There are several options of bladders you can find. This one we bought from Fleximake. They also have different sizes and different models. So there is one that you can fit behind the back seat, which was a good option, but for us it didn't work quite well because it used the anchor points for the child seats, and we have 3 child seats at the back, so that wouldn't work quite well. This one goes just behind the front seat in the floor, and it's 125 liters, which is quite big. We paid about 300 bucks at Fleximake with the 12 volt pump. The bladder is here, it's empty, and that's where you put the hose on. On the other side we have the breather. So I have this open when I'm filling up. As soon as this starts pouring water, it means it's full. So you can see that when the bladder is full, it uses the whole floor behind the front seats of the car. I've got this hose here coming from the bladder to the 12 volt pump here, which I've got a cigarette lighter connector, and then I have this hose that I'm gonna connect to the caravan itself. These are the connectors to fill out the freshwater tanks in my caravan. So the middle one is the main water, if you're connected straight into the water supply, and these two are for the water tanks. What I found recently, which was a lifesaver, I had issues filling up the tanks because if I put the hose straight in here, it would get airlock and the water would start flowing out of the tank without even filling up the tank, which was quite annoying. I did a research online, and a few people are using some sort of like a small hose that they put inside all the way to the tank to fill up the tank, which is a good option as well, but I didn't get to that point. But just recently what I found was these two entries here, they can actually be connected straight into these, which is quite amazing to find. So what I did, I just put these two here and I leave them in here, and now what I can do I can bring the hose and connect straight in. As soon as it's full, I'll go and move to the other tank. Everything is connected. We are ready to go. I'm just gonna plug this one in here, open this valve, and off it goes, filling up my caravan tank. Number 3, it's the stovetop kettle. I just finished cleaning up the kitchen. All the dishes are done, and now it's time for a tea, right? Okay, so I'm gonna get my kettle and heat up some water to get my tea done. But wait a second, I have no power. So this kind of stuff here is useless, right? I can't use that without power. This only taking out so much space right now, so that's useless. I'm gonna throw in the bin. Alright, finally, eventually bought this one. So that goes on the stove, and if I do have power, I can put in the hot plate. Voila! It works beautifully if you are off-grid or if you are connected to power. Nice. So now I can have my tea wherever I go. Oh, by the way, this one is a cool one as well. We bought these from Kmart, just a few bucks, and I actually use that to heat up milk for the kids. So I put that straight in the stove as well, sometimes. Not for tea though, unless I forget my tea and it cools down, then I put back in just to heat up a little bit. Number 4, the inverter. Okay, so the inverter. There are different sizes and models and brands of inverters. If I were to buy a new one right now, I would definitely buy a pure sine wave inverter because it provides a cleaner source of energy. But it basically converts a 12 volt to 240 volt. So you can run your house appliances or charge your laptop battery or stuff like that. That's the one we have right now. I'm not 100% happy with it, but it's doing the job right now, and we use it pretty much every day. A lot of people have that installed in the caravan itself. Maybe I will do in the future, so I can run all the appliances in the caravan, like the washing machine, microwave, and even the aircon. Maybe, we'll see. But this one, we have it connected to the secondary battery in our car, at the back of the car, and we charge batteries on the go, and we even use the blender every day. So I installed a Anderson plug here, as you can see, and I just connect to the secondary battery of the car. It works well. Number 5, the solar blanket. We've got a solar panel on top of our caravan, but I bought this one so I could charge also the battery in the car, and if I just want to charge the battery in the van a bit quicker. So this one is a 200 watts solar blanket, and the thing that I like about this one the most is the fact that you can actually chase the sun with it, because it's quite portable, and at the end it gets quite big. If I open this one up, you can see it's quite big. So I've got an Anderson plug connected to the car, and I can basically connect that, and then I can chase the sun wherever the sun is, which is pretty cool. I think I paid 400 bucks on Super Cheap Auto. I've never had a solar blanket before, so I'm not sure if it's a great one or not, but it's really handy that I can chase the sun even if I park under the shade, which is pretty amazing. Number 6, and that's definitely gonna sound like a joke, the hot water bottle. The days here in Tassie haven't been the hottest ones we experienced, right? And a great thing to have, especially in the cool nights, is the hot water bottle. We actually had plenty of those back in the previous van, but I think when we sold it, we forgot that in some of the cabinets and we lost them. So you have to buy more of those, and this is super handy. Your wife is gonna thank you, believe me. In the cold days, just put some hot water and just put under the blankets and you have a good sleep. Number 7, the pruning saw. We love a good fire. We love having marshmallows around the fire and this kind of stuff. But in a lot of places that we go, there are a bunch of dead trees and they're just there for the taking, but they're too big. It's hard to cut with an axe or something like that. And a lot of people recommended to get a chainsaw, but they're quite bulky. So the reason I got this pruning saw was they're quite small and you can take pretty much anywhere. And with this interchangeable battery, I can use that battery for any of the other power tools that I have as well, which is quite handy. So yeah, we use that quite often to get some firewood in the bush to have our fires going. There you go. It's pretty handy. Lucas learning how to hold the phone straight. Still. Number 8, the portable fire pit. So we just got this one from EasyQ, and we were doing a bunch of research to get a portable fire pit that wouldn't take a lot of space in the van, and we found this one. So it's still packed. We got from EasyQ. So you can see that it's completely flat when it's not assembled. It's a bit heavy. It's 15 kilos. But yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty cool. So let's open up.
Yep.
Number 9, the clothesline. Alright, so not much to say about the clothesline. It's a necessary evil, so we have to have this sort of stuff. We started the trip with a bulkier one, but then we moved to this one. We paid about $60 at PCF, and it works well. It's still a bit bulkier than we would prefer, and we're still looking for a better option for this one, but still pretty handy. So we can just pull it out and then we can disassemble like that, and then we can put it away. But I still wish it was less bulkier and it was easier to set up, but well, it's doing the job. And finally, number 10, the foldable beach trolley. Alright, so the funny thing about this one is that I never quite liked this one, but over time my wife was convincing me that it's a great thing to have, and now I kind of love it. Because we use pretty much for everything. So it's a beach trolley, and we take the kids inside. We go and take the clothes to the laundromat. We go and pick up some firewood in the bush, and it's quite compact when it's folded. So if I unfold that, you can see how big it gets. And there you go, our quest is over. We have enough firewood for our fire tonight and to have some marshmallows. Woohoo! And as a bonus, I'm gonna show you something really cool. Every time we are around the fire and we use that, everyone asks about it. And it's the telescopic marshmallow fork. Who doesn't like a node and great marshmallow, hey? All the kids love it. But it sucks to try and find a stick that's long enough for the kids not to get burned. So we always do that, like try to find a good size of stick to go and put in the fire and then have a good gooey marshmallow. And then we found this thing here, which is amazing. So see how long it gets? It was only like $7 on BCF. How good is that? Now the kids won't get burned ever again, hopefully. And that's it, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. What are your top 10 gadgets that you use on a daily basis? Just let me know in the description below. If you like this video, press the thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like that, subscribe and hit the bell. Okay, I will catch you guys in the next one. Cheers!